Caporidaceae. Caporidaceae. The Caporidaceae family is also called Capers family. Caporidaceae family is also called Capers family. Now we studied about the systematic position of Caporidaceae family. First class, Dicotyledons. Dicotyledons means dicotyledons general characters are mainly four. They are taproot system, reticulate venation of leaves, tetramerous or pentamerous flowers, embryo or seed containing two cotyledons. And the subclass is polypetalae. Petals are in free position called polypetalae. Series Thalamiflorae. On the floral pods, conical-like thalamus is present. Conical-like thalamus is present. On these conical-like thalamus, floral parts are present. The floral parts are calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. These four major parts are present on the cone-shaped thalamus called Thalamiflorae series. Order Perietales. In this family, the placentation is parietal placentation. So these plants are classified under order is Perietales. The next family is Caporidaceae. Family is Caporidaceae. Class Dicotyledons, subclass Polypetalae, series Thalamiflorae, order Perietales, family Caporidaceae. Some plants from this family: Cleome viscosa, Cucca vaminta, Cleome viscosa, Cucca vaminta, Cleome gynandra vaminta, Cleome gynandra vaminta, Capparis spinosa, Capparis spinosa, Capparis. These are the Cleome viscosa plants. These are the true plants of Cleome viscosa, and these are the Cleome gynandra. Cleome gynandra plant, true plants. Now we discussed about the vegetative characters of the Caporidaceae plants. See, here it is, the diagram belongs to Cleome viscosa and the next diagram belongs to Cleome gynandra. Now we discussed about the vegetative characters of the Caporidaceae family plants. Habitat is mainly, first point is habitat. Habitat mainly mesophytic regions. All Caporidaceae family plants are developed in the mesophytic region. So these plants are called mesophytes. Habit mainly, most of these plants are herbs like Cleome viscosa, Cleome gynandra. A few plants are shrubs like Capparis. Some plants, rarely trees are present. The trees are cretiva. Cretiva plants are developed as a trees-like structures. Means herbs are present, shrubs are present, trees also present. Herbs are Cleome viscosa and Cleome gynandra. Shrubs are Capparis. Trees are Cretiva. And comes to the root system. The root system is taproot system, branched, extended deep into the soil. Taproot system branched extends deep into the soil. Means deep root system is present in the Caporidaceae family plants. Now comes to the next point is stem. The stem is aerial, usually erect, green in color, herbaceous. Herbaceous in the Cleome viscosa and Cleome gynandra. Woody stem present in Capparis and in Cretiva. Capparis and in Cretiva. Mainly the shoot or stem surface is globular surface. On this surface of the shoot, globules like structures are present. called globular surface. In Capparis species of stem containing throne-like structures. Here it is mainly from each node only single branch is developed called monopodial branching. Monopodial branching system present in the Capparidaceae family plants. And the next one is leaf. The leaf is petulate. Here it is petal-like structure called petulate. Stipulate or exstipulate. Leaves are green in color. In Capparis spinosa, stipules modified into spines-like structures. Stipules modified into spines-like structures. The leaves are green in color. They participated in photosynthesis. The leaves are simple or in compound leaf structure. Simple leaf in Cleome, compound leaf in Cleome gynandra and in Critium. The leaves are developed in a alternate phyllotaxy. In Cleome viscosa, the leaves are modified into compound leaf. The compound leaves are contain 5 leaflets. The 5 leaflets are in oval structure. The leaflets are 5. So these plants are called Gynandropsis pentaphylla. Penta means 5. Phylla means leaflet-like structures are present on the compound leaf. Gynandropsis pentaphylla. And the leaflet shows dorsiventral regions. Dorsal side completely green in color. Ventral side light green in color. Hairy surface are present on the dorsal side. When we touch the leaf dorsal region, it rough to touch, and the zigzag margin or smooth margin is present. It is the margin of leaf, and the terminal apex is present. The leaflets or leaves shows reticulate venation. The next comes to the floral characters. In that floral characters, first we discussed about the inflorescence. Inflorescence generally developed on the apical part of plant called apical inflorescence or terminal inflorescence. This inflorescence is also called corymb inflorescence. In Cleome, raceme, corymb, racemose or corymb inflorescence are present. These inflorescence containing more number of flowers. Then comes to the flower characters. Flower belongs to, here it is, these are the flower. We observed one single flower with LS of flower. The flower shows pedicel-like structure called pedicellate. Bracts also presented lower part of floral parts called bracteate. The bracts are modified into trifoliate leaf-like structures. See, in Cleome viscosa, the bracts are modified into trifoliate leaf-like structure. At the same time, in Cleome gynandra also, bracts modified into trifoliate leaf-like structures. Trifoliate leaf-like structures, they are participated in the photosynthesis because they are green in color. They are green in color. The flower complete. Complete flower means 4 important major parts are present in the flower. What are the 4 important major parts? One is calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. These 4 important major parts are present in the flower. So these flowers are called complete flower. And bisexual. Bisexual means both male and female sexual organs are present on the flower, called bisexual. Biperianth. Biperianth means perianth arranged in the 2 orals. Outer oral called calyx, inner oral called corolla. And heteroperianth. Heteroperianth means The perianth divided into two colors, outer oral green in color, inner orals are colorful, called heteroperianth. And actinomorphic. Actinomorphic means the flower cut into any longitudinal section, it can divide it into two equal parts from the center region, called actinomorphic. Here it is, the symbol belongs to actinomorphic symbol. And the flowers are shows hypogynous character. Hypogynous means from the four major parts, ovary present at the top of the floral parts. Below the ovary, remaining floral parts are present. What are the remaining floral parts? Androecium, corolla, calyx. These are present below the ovary. So this type of ovary position is called superior ovary. Superior ovary. And in Gynandropsis pentaphylla, lower part of anthers, one stalk-like structure is present. The stalk-like structure is called andropore. On the andropore, androeciums are developed. Androecium means anthers are developed. Anthers are mainly 6 in Gynandropsis pentaphylla. They developed on the andropore. 6 anthers are developed on the andropore. Above the andropore, gynopore is present. Above the gynopore, gynoecium ovary is present. Andropore, gynopores are present in only Cleium gynandra. Only 6 anthers are present in the Cleium gynandra. But in Cleium viscosa, more number of anthers are present. These are the more number of anthers. So these more number of anthers are present in the Cleium viscosa. And comes to the calyx. Calyx, green in color. The calyx are also called sepals. Mainly 4 sepals are present. 4 sepals are present means the flowers are called tetramerous flowers. Tetramerous flowers. In Cleium viscosa, the 4 sepals are present in the single oral. But in Cleium gynandra, 4 sepals are present in the 2 orals. In each oral, 2 sepals are present. Here it is, 4 sepals are present in Cleium gynandra. From these 4 sepals, 2 sepals are present at outer oral and 2 sepals are present in inner oral. These are in valvate aestivation. These are green in color. These are in valvate aestivation. And comes to the corolla. Corollas are also called petals. In Cleium viscosa, petals are 4. Corollas are 4. In Cleium gynandra also corollas are 4. In Cleium viscosa, petals are in yellow color. Petals are in yellow color. In Cleium gynandra, petals are in white color. Petals are in white color. These are in imbricate aestivation. These are in imbricate aestivation. We know what is mean of imbricate aestivation. Here it is, 4 petals are present. From these 4 petals, one petal completely 2 ends towards outside, another petal 2 ends towards outside, remaining petal 1 end towards inside, 1 end towards outside, 1 end towards inside, 1 end towards outside, called imbricate aestivation. And comes to the androecium. Androeciums are the male sexual organs of the flower. Here it is, androeciums are more in number. Androeciums are more in number in Cleium viscosa. In Cleium gynandra, only 6 anthers are present. 6 anthers are present. The 6 anthers are also called tetrandrous. Tetrandrous means 6 stamens are present. The 6 stamens are 2 are short in structure, 4 are long in structure. Total 6 anthers are present. The 6 anthers are present on the andropore of the Cleiome gynandra. In Cleiome viscosa, more number of anthers are present, and these anthers are shows base-fixed anthers, introdes, base-fixed anthers, introdes. Introdes means anther faces towards inside. See children, these are the anther faces. These faces are towards inside, and the longitudinal dehiscence. Pollen grains are released from the anthers or from the microsporangium chambers by the longitudinal dehiscence, and comes to the gynoecium. It is the gynoecium. Gynoecium shows bicarpellary gynoecium. Bicarpellary means here it is one carpel, here also one carpel. The two carpels are fused, called syncarpus. The ovary is superior ovary with unilocular chamber. In each locule, more number of ovules are present on the parietal placentation. Parietal placentation present in the Capparidaceae family, and above these ovary short style is present, and above the style lobed stigma is present. Lobed stigma is present. Usually below these ovary, nectary glands are present. The nectary glands are mainly helps in insect pollination. Nectary glands are mainly helps in insect pollination. In Cleiome gynandra, ovary present on the stalk-like structure called gynandropore and gynopore. Gynopore. Above the gynopore, gynoecium ovary is present. It containing also short style, and above the short style stigma, lobed stigma is present. And next point is pollination. Next point is pollination. The pollination takes place by insects because nectary glands are present in the flowers. So for the searching of nectary, insects are landing on the flowers. During the collecting of nectary, the insects are mainly helps in pollination, cross pollination, called insect pollination. And comes to the fruit. In Cleiome, the fruits are called siliqua. In fruits are called siliqua. They are covered with hairy surface coat. Hairy like structures are present on the surface of the fruit. And in Cretiva plant, the fruits are berries, but in Cleiome, siliqua fruits are present. And comes to the seed, the seeds are non-endospermic and dicotyledons. The seeds are non-endospermic and dicotyledons. See, here it is the floral formula. Next point is floral formula. Bracteate, here it is bracteate symbol is not given. Actinomorphic, bisexual, calyx, K, 2 plus 2 in Cleiome gynandra, K, 4 in Cleiome viscosa, C, corolla, there are 4, androecium, 4 to infinity, 4 present in the tetrandrous, 6 present in the spinosa and gynandra, 10 to 12 present in the another species of Cleiome, and more number of anthers are present in Cleiome viscosa. Comes to the gynoecium. Gynoecium shows bicarpellary syncarpus. Bicarpellary means we given 2 number. 2 indicates bicarpellary. The bicarpellary 2 is in bracket means syncarpus. The 2 carpels are fused to form syncarpus to form unilocular chamber. And below the G1 line is given that indicates hypogynous flower. Hypogynous flower shows superior ovary. And comes to the economic importance. Economic importance of Capparidaceae. Some plants, example Cretiva, of these family possess medicinal properties. The dried flower buds of Capparis spinosa are the capers of economic use. Some species are ornamentals, such as Capparis horrida, Capparis horrida, Cleome viscosa, Gynandropsis, and Cretiva. These are the economic importance of these family. Some plants also cultivated as a vegetables. The young leaves of Cleome gynandra, the young leaf of Cleome gynandra or Gynandropsis pentaphylla, the leaves are used as a vegetables, leafy vegetables. Leafy vegetables are collected from the Gynandropsis pentaphylla. Some plants are cultivated as a perfumous family, perfumes plants. Perfume plants means Capparis spinosa. The Capparis spinosa, the flower buds of Capparis spinosa called capers. The capers are mainly used in cooking for the taste and smell. They are also used for the economic importance. So these are the economic importance of Capparidaceae family. These are the total characters, vegetative characters of Capparidaceae, floral characters of Capparidaceae, and economic importance of Capparidaceae family.